Welcome to CCM's 2021 Graduation Convocation. I'm Stanley Romanstein. I'm proud to be a CCM graduate and equally proud to be Dean of our university's nationally ranked and internationally renowned College Conservatory of Music, known to all of us simply as CCM. Congratulations to each of our graduates. You made it, and you made it during some of the most challenging times imaginable. That alone is cause for celebration. We're very proud of all that you've accomplished. But it's safe to say you didn't make it all on your own. You had a little help along the way. Before your days at CCM, it's likely there were people in your life, parents, family members, friends, who took you to lessons, encouraged you to practice and create, attended your performances and productions, and cheered you on. Take a moment to say thank you to those people, many of whom are probably celebrating with you today. CCM's superb faculty and staff are also celebrating with you today. They shaped your experience here, and your faculty mentors will continue to guide and support you long after you leave. Please thank CCM's faculty and staff for their superb work. Send an email, make a phone call, write a text. Whatever medium you choose, take time to say thank you. I want to recognize 5 members of CCM's faculty who are retiring from active teaching. Jean Hamilton, Associate Professor and Chair of Arts Administration, a faculty member at CCM for the past 13 years. Pat Linhart, Professor of Musical Theater Voice, a faculty member for 24 years. Bill McGraw, Professor of Voice for the past 35 years. Mark Ostich, Professor of Oboe, a faculty member at CCM for 25 years. And James Tocco, Professor of Piano and eminent scholar of chamber music and piano for the past 30 years. I also want to recognize 2 CCM staff members, one of whom will retire in September, and one who retired at the end of fall semester. Amy Dennison, Associate Director and Director of Education for Preparatory and Community Engagement at CCM, a staff member for 20 years, and John McDonough, Director of Performance Services for almost 36 years. To Amy, Jean, Pat, John, Bill, Mark, and James, from all of us, thank you for your combined 182 years of dedicated service to CCM. Thank you for your commitment to excellence, and thank you for your commitment to the success of every CCM student with whom you worked. We will miss you.
I'm Alex Belkin, President of CCM Tribunal and a graduating saxophone performance major. Each spring, Tribunal solicits nominations for the Ernest N. Glover Award for Outstanding Teaching. This award celebrates the legacy of CCM Professor Ernest Glover. As a professional musician, Professor Glover performed with the Imperial Concert Band of Toronto, the Michigan Symphony Orchestra, the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, and in 1924, moved to Middletown, Ohio to play with the American Rolling Mill Corporation Band, also known as the Armco Band. During the Great Depression, he and John Philip Sousa founded the American Bandmasters Association. Professor Glover began teaching at what was then called the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music in 1933. He founded CCM's brass choir in 1946 and served as its conductor for 21 years. He was a trombonist in the Armco Band and performed with the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra for 25 seasons, beginning in 1947. He was also principal trombone for the Cincinnati Opera for 27 years and principal trombone for the Cincinnati May Festival for 26 years. Ernest Glover died unexpectedly in 1968, just before his retirement. His widow, Betty Semple Glover, a bass trombonist with the CSO, took over the CCM Brass Choir in 1969 and led that ensemble for the next 23 years. Betty Glover retired from CCM in 1992. After reviewing nominations for this award, CCM Tribunal selected a faculty member who is erudite, empathetic, and exceeds well past the expectations of their position. One student remarked that this teacher is the greatest that they ever had and cares about each and every student's success more than any other instructor that they know. I am pleased to present this year's Ernest N. Glover Award for Outstanding Teaching to Instructor of Jazz Studies, Aaron Jacobs. On behalf of CCM Tribunal, congratulations, Professor Jacobs.
I'm John Martin, CCM's Assistant Dean for Admissions and Enrollment Management. And it is my privilege to announce the recipient of the 2021 Outstanding Undergraduate Academic Achievement Award. All undergraduate students who have received their baccalaureate degrees since summer 2020 are eligible for consideration, providing they earned at least 50% of the credits required for the degree at CCM. This award honors the undergraduate student who has earned the graduating class's highest grade point average while taking the highest number of credit hours. The award winner receives $250 provided by one of my predecessors, W. Harold Laster. The recipient of the 2021 Outstanding Undergraduate Academic Achievement Award is Chisato Fuji, who has deep connections to CCM, having studied in the preparatory program before completing her baccalaureate degree with a 4-year grade point average of a perfect 4.0. Congratulations, Chisato.
I'm Stephanie Schlegel, CCM's Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Director of Graduate Studies, and it is my pleasure to recognize this year's summa cum laude graduates, each of whom earned the highest GPAs in their program areas. These 35 distinguished graduates would traditionally act as student marshals in today's ceremony, attired in red gowns. The distance between us does not diminish this honor, and I ask each of our student marshals to stand wherever they are and accept our virtual applause today. And now, let's hear what a few of our student marshals have to say to their fellow graduates.
Take 1.
Take 61.
Take 172.
Take 73. This has absolutely been anything but a normal year to graduate, but it's just important to celebrate ourselves, but remember that our stories aren't over yet. They're just beginning. So remember the roots that you've created in Cincinnati as we continue to write our chapters.
Let this moment be a proof to you that you can do anything you want as long as you put your mind and heart to it. And let's make some great things happen.
One piece of advice that I have is that some of the most enriching musical experiences happen outside of the practice room.
This year was very unusual, and I didn't get to see many of my classmates, and we will soon be starting a new chapter in our lives. But no matter where you end up we will always there to support each other, and let's continue to share our love and our passion for the art we make.
I think we all need to think about the kind of teachers, the kind of performers, the kind of mentors that we want to be, and make sure that we're fostering the best in everybody around us.
It feels kind of strange addressing people during this very strange time. I feel like now, more than ever, we need to be able to create opportunities for ourselves and really just be prepared when the right one comes along.
I'm so proud of all of you. Just being able to spend these past 4 years with all of you has been such an amazing experience. Going out after graduation, don't forget why you started this journey. You know that you're passionate about the art that you're making, no matter what you do, and remember to share it with the world.
We did it. We're done. Congratulations. I know we're all moving to different parts of the world. Just remember the times that we had here and, stay focused and just remember why you're doing this.
To my class of 2021, I encourage you all to continue your training and to use your voice to speak up for those who don't have a voice and to go out there and kill it.
Using our artistic voices for social change purposes. Although we never know what tomorrow is going to bring, CCM will always be prepared to face those challenges.
I see so much love and so much kindness here, and I encourage my fellow graduates to keep that going and spread the love of music and the arts as much as possible.
This idea that balance is a point that we have to reach in our lives, that it's this state, it's this point on a scale that it stops moving. But balance is more a state of being. It's walking a tightrope. And as long as you don't fall off the rope, you're there.
Thank you, student marshals. Each year at graduation, the Eta Iota chapter of Sigma Alpha Iota, or SAI, presents 2 awards, the Scholastic Award to the chapter's graduating senior with the highest grade point average, and the Collegiate Honor Award to the graduating senior who has demonstrated outstanding musicianship, scholarship, and service to the Eta Iota chapter of SAI. This year, both the SAI Scholastic Award and the Collegiate Honor Award go to Catherine Smith, who has worked tirelessly to support the chapter and has been a fabulous collaborator with UC's Student Activities and Leadership Development Team. Congratulations, Catherine. We have one more student accomplishment to acknowledge today. Each year, the UC Graduate School hosts a competition for a university-wide Graduate Assistant for Excellence in Teaching Award. CCM bestows a $500 award to honor our college's nominee. It is my pleasure to recognize Zhao Sun, who is pursuing a Doctor of Musical Arts degree in piano performance, as the recipient of CCM's Graduate Excellence in Teaching Award for her achievements in the classroom. Congratulations, Zhao.
CCM regularly honors its alumni, former students, faculty, and dedicated supporters through the presentation of celebratory awards. These awards illustrate the incredible things CCM's graduates and friends are doing in creative industries and enterprises around the world. We hope you'll visit the Convocation website to learn more about each of this year's distinguished honorees. CCM's Young Alumni Award recognizes outstanding professional achievement by graduates and former students under the age of 40. This year's honorees are Christopher Allen, a 2011 graduate of our Master of Music, or MM, program in orchestral conducting; Connor Gallagher, a 2006 graduate of our Bachelor of Fine Arts, or BFA, program in musical theater; Brian Lazarte, a 2006 graduate of our BFA program in media production; and Tamara Wilson, a 2004 graduate of our Bachelor of Music, or BM, program in voice. The Distinguished Alumni Award recognizes outstanding professional achievement by graduates and former students above the age of 40. This year's honorees are Diana Maria Riva, who was graduated from our BFA drama program in 1991 and from our MFA program in theater performance in 1995. Stuart Skelton, a 1995 graduate of our MM program in voice, and Sean Zhang, a member of our Doctor of Musical Arts program in orchestral conducting from 1998 through 2001. The Distinguished Service Award recognizes extraordinary service and contributions to our college. This year's honoree is Scott Coulter, a 1993 graduate of our BFA program in musical theater. And finally, the CCM Dean's Medal honors a graduate or former student whose outstanding leadership, professional accomplishment, and dedication to their chosen field is exemplary. The recipient of the 2021 CCM Dean's Medal was the first woman brass player in a major American orchestra and a true pioneer among women in brass performance. I'm honored to present the CCM Dean's Medal to Betty Glover, who earned her BM degree in trombone performance from CCM in 1944. To our summer 2020, fall 2020, and spring 2021 graduates, congratulations. We are so proud of everything you achieved at CCM, and we can't wait to see what you'll accomplish next. Today is all about you. And even though we can't have you join us here on stage in Corbett Auditorium, you are the reason for this celebration. And now, graduates, it's your time in the spotlight.
What I want to say to you guys is we made it. You guys are so strong. We are survivors, but not only that, we are thrivers. We went through an entire pandemic together, and if you can do this, baby, you can do anything.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations, A21, we did it, we're graduated, woohoo!
Congratulations, class of 2021. Shout out to the CCM Saxophone Studio.
Congrats, CCM class of 2021.
Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Go Bearcats!
Class of 2021, we were baby Bearcats, now we're full-blown Bearcats. Class of 2021.
Congrats to the class of 2021, and a special thank you to Professor Tricia Sunbeck.
Go Bearcats, go class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021, we did it.
This goes out to the music theater class of 2021. We made it, guys. Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations!
One final thought. As artists, we like to stand at center stage. We want the solo, the lead, the pas, the monologue, the conductor's baton. We want to stand at center stage and say to everyone who will listen, pay attention. This is who I am. This is what I have to say. This is my art. But it's not possible simply to stand at center stage. To get there, one must make an entrance, and at some point, one has to make an exit. Several years ago, you made an entrance at CCM. You've had a chance to stand at center stage, and now it's time to make your exit. Life is filled with entrances and exits, separated, hopefully, by wonderful, brilliant, and precious moments at center stage. Think about your entrances and your exits. How you enter and how you leave says as much about your artistry and your character as do those fleeting moments when you stand in the lights at center stage and say, pay attention. This is who I am. Pay attention to your entrances and your exits. That's a good place to begin, and a good place for today's celebration to end.